So one thing I talked about a couple weeks ago, I think it was actually last week, about I want more exciting stuff to come out of Team Affinity. Well, the new series has been shown, and it's called Neon, and I'm unimpressed. So today I sort of want to just talk about what they've shown so far and why I've been really unimpressed with Team Affinity so far. So if you're sort of in the same boat, just let me know down below, leave a like, subscribe, don't miss any content. There's new stuff coming out tomorrow, and yes, I recorded this right after the video that you just saw, probably, that came out today. So let's get into it. Let's talk about this and why this is just, I don't think it's got the same amount of feeling that others have had. So let's dive in and take a look at this stuff. All right, so here we are, here we go. Once again, back again. Let's just start off with the stuff here. So let's do it. Let's go to Twitter. So this is the tweets here. Let's make this. Want to make this screen bigger? Probably should. Let's make it bigger. Let's make it do it live. We'll make it a little nicer. Hold on. I just stretch the screen. Here we go. Transform. Stretch the screen. I'm bad at this. So it's gonna look a little funky, but who gives a shit? So this is the new Neon series. Here's the first thing they showed. Do you see here that this is the AL East? I know, it's exciting stuff. So we got Sean Green, Derek Jeter. I assume this mystery man is probably the catcher they just called up. That'd be my guess. I don't know, or it's a Beefy Adley. I couldn't tell you. Marcelo Meyer, and then Chandler Simpson. It's fantastic stuff here. They also showed us, let's go back up here. They also released the NL Central. Here's the NL Central stuff. We got Travis Bazanza, Jack Caglione, Walker Jenkins, Kevin McGonigal, and Kyle Teal. This is the AL Central. I was hoping we'd see the AL West by now, but we haven't. At least as of yet. I'll refresh it again. Maybe we see it because we've hit like the hour mark. Maybe. Nope, still in the AL Central. So I don't know if we'll see that later tonight or not, but I'm unimpressed. And here's the biggest reason I'm unimpressed is when it comes to this stuff, and I don't think I've ever talked about it, but a lot of times these series just feels like stuff they threw together. Now, mind you, the artwork, I will say, the artwork looks good. The biggest reason I just say, like, I briefly touched on this, I was talking about, like, the fun Team Affinity stuff, like action figures and stuff, where it's like, it looked cool. It was different. Here's what it feels like to me. I think everything will have like a theme. I don't know what the NL East theme is, to be honest with you. It kind of feels like cards they just sort of threw together. Like Sean Green is always the Team Affinity card. It feels like Jeter's new and different, I guess. I'm assuming this is the Samuel guy, because it feels like, future stars or prospect pipeline. He's new and exciting, probably pipeline. It just feels like cards they had somewhere they just threw in here. More or less. Here, it just feels like these were all basically kind of missed, like, pipeline guys. Like, Bonanza got one early on. So did Jack Caglione, I think, got one early on. Walker got one early on. He hasn't had one. He had, like, a tops down. It just feels like they use it as an excuse to throw things in there. Now, mind you, that's sort of just been my biggest complaint, because if we look at the Team Affinity stuff so far this year, and mind you, I haven't really done a ton of it with it, but like the first cards here were just like, it was Jolt series. To me, this didn't really scream anything for the most part. It just feels like we could just make something kind of easy, throw something on there, and just throw stats to it. Now, with the Color Rush stuff, it felt the same kind of way here. Like, this is just a headshot with Yankees colors. All right, throw it on there. And that's kind of what I feel like with the Neon thing. It just feels like, hey, cool baseball footage card. Let's just throw something behind it. It just doesn't feel exciting. Right? It doesn't feel like you're gonna do this. You're gonna do it out of obligation to get collection stuff done, right? Because we're probably headed towards a new one pretty soon here. I'm gonna be probably 3 behind at that point because I just haven't done a lot of it. I just don't feel like it. But the short of it is you're gonna be doing this stuff out of obligation, not necessarily because you want to. And the whole thing is too, it's like looking at this stuff. I don't remember a whole bunch of Color Rush stuff being used. The Jolt stuff was used a little bit more because of the timing, but I don't remember a bunch of Jolt cards being necessarily used offhand, or these Color Storm cards. Like I think I remember seeing Bo a handful of times. This one was Waka. I vaguely recall Ben Joyce was used to see through absolute gas. Wasn't the guard? Who was the? Oh, it's Bo Naylor. Because I kept thinking it was Andrew Miller. But like none of these guys stood out in my head, at least from what I recall. Brian Wu seemed cool to me. Who was? I'm just trying to remember some of these guys. Texas was Jack Leiter. Didn't see any Jack. I know that the Brent Rooker had a little bit of play. This was Royce Lewis, right? Yeah, Royce Lewis didn't have a whole bunch of play. I'm trying to think of just pitchers. Joshua, he didn't have a bunch of play. I didn't finish his. Who are the Blue Jays? Oh, Hoffman, I think, had a little bit of play. But it just feels like a lot of times, it just feels like they're throwing cards up there. JT Realmuto was one. It just felt like they're just throwing names in there and just be like, we don't have a card for this guy. Throw it in there. And I hope that's not the case, because at least it looks like the Neon series kind of looks like they're somewhat a thematic theme. Like the NL Central looks like pipeline guys. The East kind of just looks like a bunch of just jumbled guys we're throwing together. But it does. We talked about this before with certain teams that just get certain team affinity cards. It just feels like this set is that. Like I'm like, cool, Derek Jeter's free, but is it gonna be a good Derek Jeter? Or is it gonna be a watered down 99 Derek Jeter? That's the question I would pose to everyone at this point when it comes out tomorrow. Mind you, I'm cool with being wrong. Gladly have this Neon series be extraordinary. You know, have this that be extraordinary. Shark Map have some really cool card, whether it's a 99 or not. You know, the Diamond Quest have 2 really cool cards. I would love nothing more than that. I will eat my humble pie if it means the content is good. But when the content is just feels like we're just throwing stuff in there like a goulash and being like, there you go, love it. It doesn't feel the same. It may, and again, I maybe I'm going crazy and I'm just old and it feels weird because last year felt like the last couple years, at least they were unique. Like I remember the photograph series, which I didn't do a bunch to Infinity because it was just a pain in the neck. That stuff was cool. It was unique and different. Whereas the stuff now just doesn't feel unique and different at all. It feels like, well, we haven't put this card out. Like, let's just, I kind of want to see something. I want to see because collections. It would be flashbacks, right? We're talking about pipeline. It's like the pipeline cards. Like it felt like a bunch of these. So like, where's Travis? Yeah, he got an 87er in the air. Jack got one too somewhere. I mean, Kyle Keel got one. It was a diamond. There's Jack Haglione's card. Keel got one. I assume this is the guy for the Orioles. It's gonna be Sam Balsolano. And by the way, his price inflated because he was supercharged, so that's why he was inflated. I'm like, is got one. If I had to venture a guess, this might be a selective theme. If your guy had one, like I could honestly see Christian Moore getting a 99 and have it be a higher like card. If I had to guess, because that's probably what the theme was originally going to be. Because Jason Dominguez, I think already got a pretty high. Like he's got pretty high card. I'm surprised it wasn't him, honestly. But that's probably what you're gonna see. Is it sort of feels like that for the most part. Like some of these guys just getting that a lot, honestly. So like you said, if you see, like, as we go along here, it really wouldn't shock. Like, I don't think Jose DePaul's gonna get one. He got a 98. He's probably not getting one. Kurtz probably isn't getting one. He's gotten 99s. Bubba Chandler could get a high card here. Honestly, it could be Kobe Mayo. I didn't think about Kobe Mayo. I just sort of figured it was Sam. It might be. But sort of looking at it, it feels like this is going to be like the plus it's Neon series, so it could fit into that Future Stars theme. But again, we'll kind of see. I think that's probably the point of contact they're probably using. Is this sort of pipeline stuff, to be honest with you, and just guys who don't necessarily have one. Like Walker Jenkins got a 99. Okay, that makes sense. Chandler Simpson got one, so I think he's just exciting, but that's probably what we're looking at. Is I would say look at these cards and sort of fill in if you don't have one, or you were in the, where is the spring breakout? Is it this one? Because I didn't technically finish it because I'm lazy. I haven't seen any of these guys, but I would assume like this could also be it. Like Nimala, is that how you say it? Adrian Nimala could get one. Like DeFreeze got one because he got traded. So I mean, like I'm sort of surprised he didn't get one, but that's I'm guessing that's what that's going to be. It's going to be these types of cards sort of filling in that gap. But again, I think if they're a pipeline, they're probably going to see some kind of variant. At least that's what it seems like as the day goes on. I'm probably totally wrong here, but that's just my theory because it's like I said, Marcelo Meyer got one, and like the whole Central was it got them. So I would figure these are like the first dibs. So like I said, I could Christian Moore be the Angel one, maybe. As we see, oh, Kevin McGonigal did get one. Oh, then yeah, it might honestly just be repeats this. So Justin Crawford could get a high card. It honestly, I really don't know. It just sort of feels that way. Could be totally wrong. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below with that one. I don't have a clue in the slightest. But all that being said, we'll find out Friday and we'll find out tomorrow or later today, being Thursday, this goes up, and we'll see what happens. So let me know down below. Do you think it is just going to be a pipeline, sort of a quasi kind of Future Stars thing, and if you don't sort of fit the build or you got a card, you sort of get a legend? Maybe. We'll kind of see how things go along. If that's the case, like I said, it's cool. It just feels a little inspired, but hey, it's a cool way to get some of these younger cards, younger guys, some iron cards. Let me know down below. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm right. I don't have a clue. Let me know down below. Let me know what you think. Leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you guys back on Friday. So until then, I am Specs. I'll see you guys all in the next one.